Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So after a long back, I decided to do some videos related to laboratory experiments on soil mechanics and foundation engineering. So in this video, just I am going to show you the list of the experiment we are going to discuss in our soil mechanics and foundation engineering subject. So first our experiment number 1 is to determine the water content of sample by overdrying method. Our experiment number 2 is to determine the water content of soil by pycnometer method. Experiment number 3 is to determine the specific gravity of solids by density bottle method. And our experiment number 4 is to determine the specific gravity of solids by pycnometer method. Experiment number 5 is determine the dry density of soil by core cutter method. And our sixth experiment is determine the in situ dry density by sand replacement method. Our seventh experiment is determine the dry density of soil by water displacement method. Our experiment number 8 is determine the particle size distribution of soil by sieving. Next is to determine the particle size distribution by the hydrometer method. Next, to determine the liquid limit of soil specimen. To determine the plastic limit of soil specimen. To determine the shrinkage limit of specimen of the remolded soil. To determine the permeability of soil specimen by constant head permeameter. To determine permeability of soil specimen by variable head permeameter. Next, our 15th experiment is to determine the consolidation characteristics of a soil specimen. To determine the shear parameters of a sandy soil by direct shear test. To determine the unconfined compressive strength of a cohesive soil. To determine the compaction characteristics of the soil specimen by Proctor test. To determine the California bearing ratio of the soil specimen. So these are the laboratory experiments we are going to discuss in the subject named soil mechanics and foundation engineering. This subject is also known as a geotechnical engineering. So if there is any further extension in the experiment, I will inform you later. So from the upcoming next video, I am going to explain each laboratory experiment with aim, apparatus, procedure along with observations, how to record observations and table. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share to friends. Thank you everyone.